Hi, I'm Pamela Theresa, medium in the raw. Welcome to the Heavenly Traveler Workshop, where I create beautiful journals, many different types, and I am on a mission, basically. So if you're new to me, again, hi, I'm Pamela Theresa, medium in the raw. You might know me from the TV show Medium in the Raw that aired on CW17 locally in Jacksonville, Florida. We are now streaming our show on our Medium Rawality YouTube channel. Just go to pamela.live. That's me. That's our 2018 tour. Anyway, I'm a true-born medium, and today's making of the Heavenly Traveler is going to be story time as well. As I'm creating and journaling, I'm going to be sharing with you my life as a medium and the reason why I created the Heavenly Traveler journals. I just woke up not too long ago and I've been suffering a inner ear infection, and so it sounds like a radio in my ear. So if you know what I'm talking about, the fuzzy radio, old timey. Anyway, I'm going to flip through real quick and kind of show y'all a little bit of what we have going on here. This is a beautiful Heavenly Traveler journal. And I call them junk journals sometimes because they're fashioned after the junk journals where I take old books, I gut them, take the text block out, and then I create new signatures. And how I do that is I take paper and I tea dye it, all different types of paper, and then I create the signatures. And as you can see, I do all sorts of pretty things for the Heavenly Traveler journals. The Heavenly Traveler journals are they're journals created with the intent for the recipient to document their journey with their loved ones who are on the other side. Your people who have left the physical, I call them the Heavenly Travelers because they travel to the physical realm to communicate and to help you and guide you. And I call it the spiritual breadcrumb trail. And what that means is they use physical to help communicate with you. So if you notice things in the physical, like for instance, if you notice the number 3 an awful lot, and your loved one who's on the other side passed in March, and you're one of 3 children, and 3 is a number that really has been a powerful number for you. Let's just say your mama passed in March. You are one of 3 children, and you'll notice the number 3 often throughout the day. Well, that's your mom, standing next to you in spirit, the Heavenly Traveler, telling you, hey, look over there. And you look over there, and that's why you notice the number 3 a lot. It truly is not your intuition. It is you hearing the spirit world. It is the soul that powers the body. Everybody has communication with the spirit world. It's just coming into that awareness that it really is happening. And so that's the reason why I created the Heavenly Traveler journals, because all of my clients were like, I want to do this too. This is so powerful, because I really am a true medium. I don't do the psychic read. I really do talk to the spirit world.
Now, do we have 7 grandkids? Anyway, she's giving me the number 7 as far as July is a birthday as well. So we'll talk about the month of July as a birthday, anniversary, or death. She talks about that too as well.
7 grandkids, exactly.
Okay, so anyway, she's all about the grandkids. I love your mama. She's so sweet.
If you would like to really know and see what I can do, go to pamela.live, and you'll see new episodes of Medium in the Raw up, and you can watch me the latest episode, season 8. We've got 2 episodes of season 8, and that was from a large group event where I am reading a large group of people delivering messages from their loved ones who are on the other side.
October 1st, May 25 years.
Okay. But still, it's yesterday. And y'all understand this. You, each and every one of you, have somebody on the other side, no matter how long ago it's been, it's still like yesterday. Because they're still around. That's why it's never, even when 10 years later, it's like it really is like that same day. Because they're around and very much around here.
25 years I've battled with this. I have no clue.
But who actually does that anyway, right? So either way, rule it an accident. He's like, this is the dumbest thing anybody could do.
Yeah.
Do you want to feel him?
Feel him?
Yeah.
I would love to feel him.
And you can feel him. He's standing right here.
So I am going to transform the Heavenly Traveler YouTube channel into a craft with me, story time with the medium. I'm going to be sharing with you the purpose of the Heavenly Travelers as I'm creating them. And also too, for me, creating these Heavenly Traveler journals has been therapeutic because my job as a medium is quite intense because I'm meeting with people who it's a very intense job. And so I needed an outlet. This is really interesting. The spirit world guided me to make these, talk about a spiritual breadcrumb trail. And yesterday I had a session with a mother whose son is on the other side. And we were talking about, her son was talking to her about, she needed a creative outlet to help her through this. And she actually makes bread and quilts and blankets and such like that, but she'd stopped doing it. And so he guided her to get onto it. So that way she could have a way to just be her again. Anyway, so I could really relate in the way of creating these Heavenly Traveler journals is a way that I can just fulfill my mission of purpose, create these beauties and helping people, remember who they are, remember you. At the same time, I have a way to just kind of decompress and use my creative spirit. Okay, enough talking. Let's get into creating this beauty. Anyway, 2021 for me is going to be a year of purpose and really going for the gold, getting, into my groove of who I am, what I'm here on earth for, and no more monkeying around. And so if you're with me on this journey, welcome, because we are going to kick some major 2021 butt. And keeping in mind, this is medium in the raw. I do have a potty mouth sometimes, but I've tried to keep it pretty clean here. Although I've titled my channel as Not Made for Kids. I do know with crafting, sometimes kids will come along. So I've made a concerted effort to not have a potty mouth on this channel. So I do want to tell you, though, if you go over to Medium Rawality, it totally is not made for kids. And I say so. And I do have a little bit of a potty mouth. So, but I'm keeping this as kid-friendly as possible here on the Heavenly Traveler because, like I said, I do know that, see, as I'm chit-chatting with y'all, I'm trying to decide what I want to do here. I do know that kids might be watching this and I want it to be kid-friendly. So just, if you go over to the Medium Rawality channel and you hear me all of a sudden kicking out different words that you're like, what? Now you know. Okay, so where's the center point here? Now, this journal is already sold. Like I said, they sell really quickly here. Now, I wanted to... also, to a viewer made note, actually made a comment on the last upload that I did creating this journal, where she could hear spirit talking. She wanted to know, is that spirit or is that people in the background? And I said, well, both. It's physical and spirit, because the spirit world, they do talk to me and communicate with me as far as what exactly to put in these books, because they know who is going to get it. So the recipient of this journal, they're going to go, oh my gosh, that's my favorite color, or, whatever, or I love that kind of butterfly, or the particular numbers that are placed in here. They're going to say it's super amazing, because why? I'm always a medium. And that's why. So I think what I'm going to do is attach this in here. Anyway, so back to that comment that I know probably somebody who follows my Medium Rawality, I can't recall right now, who made the comment, and they do know that they've heard us. We capture what's called AVPs all the time, where we can, on audio recording, we do capture spirit talking, and it's pretty fantastic. So that you can actually capture your loved ones who are on the other side talking with you, even on your phone. If you hit record, you can hear them. So that's another thing that I try to teach my audience how to go about, hearing their loved ones and connecting with their loved ones who are on the other side. Because here's the thing. There's a lot of people out there that are like, oh my God, it's you're a demon. You can't talk to the spirit world. That's my religion says it's bad, right? But then when somebody important to them dies, everything changes. Everything. They want to hear from them. They want to know that their loved ones are okay. And then I become relevant. So that's just the way it is. Let's see if I can stick this down in here. I put that glue on there so that way I could possibly move it around if needs be. I wanted to add this in the center here. Let's see. La 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 la. Okay, that looks about like right here. It's a good guess. I want to let you know that I'm very, very light sensitive. And so I don't have a lot of lighting in here, although my camera is really nice to us to where it's somewhat neat to where you can actually see it. And I was talking to Stephen about that this morning, where it's really interesting because my physical eyes, I have to wear glasses because it's really interesting with my eyesight. I've always been light sensitive. And like as a baby, when my mom took me outside, right off the bat, I'm just a little tiny newborn. My eyes swelled up, and when we'd go outside and it was sunshiny, right, and water, and just really bad swelled up, and so she took me to the doctor, and the doctor's like, she's just really light sensitive, and so that point on, she had to put sunglasses on me. And so I've always been really light sensitive, and driving at night's been kind of like, ooh, a trick. So I have an assumption in the fact that, because my physical visual, I can see, but also I have a hard time seeing. It's really interesting. It's almost like sometimes I'm legally blind, but I'm not. And I believe, and I really did study this and work with the spirit world with this years ago. I believe it has an awful lot to do with the fact that I see the spirit world, so I see the different realms. And that's, I'm guessing, is the reason why I have a difficult time seeing and why I'm so light sensitive. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead because I need to secure this. So here we go. We're just flying by the seat of our pants here. We need to poke a hole here. Here we go. Hopefully, boom. Because I need to secure this, right? And here we go. Poke another hole. Level this up. Okay, all right, you stay there. Oh, my goodness gracious, it's wanting to rip. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's press that down again. Come on. Come on. I'm asking for help. Remember how I said prayer is the most powerful tool? You can use prayer for anything. Look at that. As soon as I said prayer is the most powerful tool, did you see how that just snuggled right in there? Was that the wrong size? Did I do? Let's see here. Seems to me like that hole is bigger. Let's try it again. Anyway, I want 2020 to be better. I really feel as though I've been robbed from a year of my life has been taken away from me. Even though I've, okay, let's try, we can get this here. Come on, let's talk to you. Okay, let's try this again. Here, okay, look at that, it's tearing up. I'm not happy with that. All right, here we go, talking. Okay, open sesame, there we go. We just need the right size hole, there we go. Hopefully we didn't tear that up too much, because we want this to stay. So how, see how that page is torn there? Okay, so we have to rescue this. We got to patch that up. What are we going to use to patch that up? Because the whole purpose of putting that hole is to keep this secured down in here, right? And what I did was I actually tore this page right here. That page is torn. It's torn. Okay. So I want that to stay. So this is how this works out sometimes. Well, what are we going to do? What if I wonder if I can pull this up. Okay, let's see if we can pull this up. Let's pull this up. Because the glue is still a little bit wet. So, hey, what a benefit, huh? Okay, so that being said, now we can actually patch this up. We're going to do that, y'all. And how are we going to do that? We're going to, well, we can add a pocket here. Okay, do that. Or two. We could do that. Let's see what we have here. That's the neat thing about creating these journals. There's really no mistake. Okay, is that the same? Not long enough. I'm trying to find, I could use this paper here, but, I have an idea. I know how I can make it pretty. This is the story of our life here in 2020. And actually, whilst creating these journals, we're having to adapt and to work around mistakes, right? Isn't that life in general? But it's kind of like that. Take your lemons and make lemonade. And it's so interesting because every time I make a mistake here on Heavenly Traveler Journals, it winds up where I actually create something beautiful from my mistakes. What one would consider a mistake, but it's just very interesting in how. There was something else that I did in here that I had to. I know what. I added this paper upside down, and from that, I actually had to cover it up and make something beautiful. And look at that, right? And the other side of it as well. See how pretty that is? And so the mistake turned into something really beautiful. So there are no mistakes. There's just that creative ingenuity, I would have to say. So that's what I'm all about here. Every experience that we have, quite frankly, is a spiritual experience. And why I say that is for the fact that we are all, it's the soul that powers the body. We're all spirit. And so therefore, it doesn't matter what you do in your life, it is still a spiritual experience. It's not separate. And although human beings want to make it separate, if that makes sense. Anyway, so now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this here, but what I need to do as well is I need to find the center point of this. So we have 4, and that means that on the 2 is center point. And so what I'm going to do here is take my, so 2, that would be the center. So I need to have a quarter. So I'm going to go on one side of the 2 and go on the other side of the 2 and hope I did it right. Okay. And then we shall, oops, I need to put stick in that to there. I have a lot of things out on my desk right now. Anyway, I am going to really, I have a confession, y'all. I have been so depressed. 2020 has been so hard. My daughter, Savannah, she's 24. She's a first responder firefighter, and it's been so scary. She lives with us, and fortunately, we have a mother-in-law suite here at the house where she stays on the other side. But for a year now, it's been such a horrible separation. Now that I've inked that up, okay, so like that, right? Right, and that's going to be pretty, y'all. This has turned out to be a wonderful mistake. That being said, what I want to do to this is I actually want to add some reinforcement so that way it doesn't tear again. Now you're going to understand why I use tie back. And tie back is, I have, let me see here. Let's see here. Where are you? Let me find it. I have it. Okay, so just one second here. Let me find it. Here we are. Okay, leftover pieces. Here we go, that'll work. From a mailer. Let's see. You know, the envelopes you use to mail stuff, and it's called tie back. So I don't ever throw them away when I get a package. I actually use them. So let's cut this down. And we'll glue this onto here. And this way, our little folder that we're adding, it's not going to, this is the same fabric or material that I use. You could use fabric though. The same material I use when I need to reinforce the spine, which I always do. What I'm talking about is when I take the text block out of these books, I then add some tie back to in here because this is a very strong material that you can't tear it. It's just, oh, now I realize I put too much glue because I made it too long here. So I need this right here so that way when I cut it off. Okay, so we just add that there. Like that. And this is absolutely 100% going to be secured. It's a good thing I know where my holes are here. So let's see here. Apparently the hole is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that right there so I can still see where that's supposed to be. Same thing here when I go to adding that to it. I do believe that'll work. We'll see. Okay. Now, that being said, we are going to attach this to here to cover that up. Right? Isn't that going to be pretty? So what we'll do is score that there. And this is one of the reasons why I use ink. Do you see what I just did? Did you see what I just did? I went to all that trouble, y'all. And I absolutely took it to the edge there. Defeating the whole purpose of what I just did. Don't you just love all these mistakes? Not a problem. I'm going to fix it. So I'm going to have to push that hole up a little bit further like that one. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that off and add a little bit more. Oop. Maybe this will work right here. Yeah. Here we go. We got to patch it up again. A double patch job, y'all. I'm going to add some double-sided tape to that as well. My goodness gracious, sakes alive. This is what happens when I jibber jabber. I go to a lot of trouble to make sure this is not going to come up. That's funny. It's hard to work with all these layers. I've got 2 coats on right now, y'all. Okay, we are going to secure this if it's the first thing we do today. Alrighty then. So next time I know, that's the neat thing about, I've talked to y'all a lot on this channel, oftentimes when I'm creating these journals. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I need that t-shirt. So we'll add that there. Okay. We are not, gonna let this get the best of us. First of all, we need to let that dry for a minute. And as I can see that I did not put enough glue here. And I definitely need to. I hope y'all are in shot. This is important. This little insert that I'm adding, which is why I'm going to all the effort. Now, it's after the fact. I didn't realize I'd be adding it, so it would be less complicated if this were part of the journal in the, when I started it. Let's see here. I want to kind of clean up a little bit of my mess here. Okay. It would have been easier to add it prior to adding these pages, but you know what? A lot of this is afterthought. It's the creative process. I just double checked to make sure that I was recording. And I've got my morning coffee, y'all. I've been so damn depressed. I'm going to make a real effort to be myself again. I know that that's the hardest part of 2020. We've all kind of lost who we are. Okay, so that being said, now I have another situation here. As this is going to be a pocket, and I'm wondering if this right here is going to get caught. So I don't think it'll be noticeable, do you? What I'm fretting over is when we're adding stuff, is it going to get caught on that? So that's why I need to make sure that this is actually secure, which I should have used double-sided tape right here, but I didn't. Now what I'm going to do is just use my art glitter glue and gluing this down right here. Hopefully securing it really well, because I don't want things to get caught up on it when we're adding them to that little pocket. So I really need this to lay flat. See how we're doing over here. This one seems to be doing pretty good. All right, good. So as you can see, these journals, they're a process. Life, another thing about 2020, it really has slowed down life. And we have more of an awareness too, by the way. Okay, so I think that's dry enough. Now I remembered. Okay. So we're going to add some tape here. Like so. This is just the process of these Heavenly Traveler journals. There's just, it's like the process of life. Alrighty. We'll add that there. And then we'll pull that up. We're going to be gluing here and there as well. Where did my little pokey tool go? So I'll pull that up there. And then I'll add a little bit of glue here. And it'll give me a moment to make sure I have it right. That's one thing I like about using this glue. And I'm going to glue the sides down as well. So that way we can form our pocket. This beautiful journal is going to have a lot of spiritual beauty in it. The recipient of this journal. Let's see if we can eyeball. All right, first of all, I need to get y'all in shot. All right, thank you. We're going to do our best to get this right. Kind of hard to see. I think if I folded it a little bit, that might tell me. I added it there. And to the top here. And to the bottom there. That might do it. Okay. That's as best. All right. There we have it. All right. I got a lot of glue coming out here. All right. See that white peeking through? We'll fix that. That's why we ink everything, y'all. It's a wonderful... All right, so now what I'm going to do is burnish this down as best I can, right? Burnish this side as well. We'll make it fold. All right. And now, this is a very strong addition to our, and you'll see that we have these nice little pockets here. On these corners here, I'm not sure if I want a corner around those. Okay, so let's see if this is going to fit. I am seeking the center. Here we are. So that's where that's going to go. And we're going to have to, so it's neat. We have our holes there. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to add some double-sided tape again. Carefully though, because this is still drying. And I'll just add it to here, like so, like so. Okay. It's a place where I need my scissors. By the way, these scissors are dangerous. Gotta be careful. They are very sharp. They cut metal. They're the Tim Holtz scissors. I found out the hard way when I was cutting actually some double-sided tape. I actually accidentally cut my finger really bad. So if you notice that I'm a little bit scared of scissors lately, that's why. All it takes is once. Okay, so we're going to attach this real quick here. And we're going to be creative on how we're going to utilize those holes that we have. All right, here we are. Add a little glue so that way, you know, we have time to move it. It makes it slip. Okay, and I've decided that this is going to go here. So let's just do our best to add this. Push it down. Push it down. And make sure that it is in the right place. Okay. This is where this will come in handy. Hello. Maybe we'll use, okay, I need to use a gentler tool. All right. Now, I think that's about right? Okay, that's not upside down. Okay, that looks like about level here. Okay, so we have these holes already here, as you can see. I do have these, but I'm not sure if, like, do I have two of these? But I'm not sure. Let's see, do I have any more? They're not very thick. Let's see here. I have one more. So I have two of them. Oops. I dropped one. Where'd you go? Well, we'll find you later. But the question is I'm not really sure if, see how thick that is right there? You see that? See that? I don't think that'll, I don't think it will go through all the way. Do you? But I think it would be pretty, don't you think? I have an idea. Okay, so I'm going to do it anyway. But what I need to do is need to take my pokey tool and poke through. Need to poke through. And poke through. Okay. Making sure it's through that hole. All right. So at least we do have a little bit of a hole there, right? We're making a hole. Let's see here. This hole's right here. All right. I have an idea, y'all. All right. Happy accidents all the time. I know what I'm going to do. First of all, let's see, I think this goes this way. If I can get this around here. Let me just squish this on. Oh, wait. We don't want that going anywhere. We're going to squish this one on too. So, squishy squisher. So, do the best we can. All right, that's squished on. Then, what we're going to do is we're going to take some pretty ribbon. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take some of that. We are. And we're going to thread it through. If we can. I wonder if I could add this to my needle here because I need it to cooperate, y'all. Let's see here. Let's trim this off a little bit. Like sharper like that. And see if we can fit this through the eye of this needle here. Okay, there we go. And I'm not sure how much do I want to go through this way? And which way do I want to start? I'm thinking, do I want to start here, y'all? At the top. Okay. And then I'm thinking I want to start at the top. And then it's going to go down this way. All right. I'm going to keep it straight. So this is the part 2 as well. We don't want it to be, so there we have that. And then, so I'm trying to decide if I want it on the outside or the inside. Let's see how we're going to do this. And then goes, got to go through this hole again. Can you see? And then, right? Oops. Hello. We need to pull that through. Having an issue here. There we go. And then we can take, this is where we need to decide how long we want this to be. So probably, okay, I'm going to cut it the same. I'm down over here. Here we go. Take the needle off. All right. Also, I want to straighten this out here. Okay, there we have it. And is that neat or what? This insert is not coming out. Okay, but what's really neat with this is I have a golden opportunity. Now see what I'm talking about? Making mistakes. Really, truly. So much beauty is created in these journals. Yep. Okay. And let's see. You can go there like that. Now, need to kind of even this up a little bit. And like that. All right. So I don't want that to fray. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some glue to the end of this. Now I know that there's another way you could actually burn it with a lighter, but I don't want to smell that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's add a little bit of glue to this so it just decides to not fray, huh? How about that? And this glue, this art glitter glue, it will dry clear anyway. So we won't need to worry about that. Okay. And let's add a little bit of glue over here. You know, the spirit world, when in life, what's interesting about these Heavenly Traveler journals, like when we make mistakes, or what we would consider mistakes or missteps, it's so the same. Like when I'm creating and I made a mistake and I'm like, oh wow, that's not going to work. So I have to work around what mistakes I've made and kind of try to create beauty. It's the same thing with spirit world. They guide you in life when you feel as though you've made mistakes. They say, wait a minute. Hey, you could do something different with this. Hold on a minute here. And then isn't it interesting? But our goof ups wind up being beautiful creations, right? So beautiful, right, y'all? I mean, honestly, I can add, like I have this this beautiful little pin, garment pin here, which I think I'm going to add right here to keep my bow. I can add some jewelry to it, right? So let's pin that through there. This is where I have visual situations, and so I'm going to pin that through there. I'm hopeful that I'm doing it right. Help is a good thing. Trying to get it through the center of that knot. Am I? Yeah, well, ish. I should keep our bow secure. We can add some jewels. Some jewels can be, little danglies can be coming down. I'm not sure. I just at least want to keep it for the time being. So that'll keep it from coming undone whilst I'm working on this journal. Hopefully. So here's another golden opportunity. With this, we can add pages, right? So over time, this journal, so we need to kind of work with this paper here a little bit. It will become more flexible the more the user uses it, because it's kind of stiff. It's nice, thick cardstock here. But we all know this is not coming up. This is not coming out of here. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Alrighty. See here. This is a golden opportunity to add. Oh, that's where that went. Pages. I'm going to take a little swig of coffee. What I wanted to do with this is I wanted to utilize this center point to where I could add, say, a file folder where the recipient can have all sorts of, so that was the intent of this to be sealed up here and then adding a file. But now, now I'm going to do something different. And I'm not quite sure. Isn't that pretty, y'all? I feel like that needs to have crystals. Do I have crystals? Dangly crystals? Let's see. I have some old necklaces that I can take apart. That looks kind of chunky though, doesn't it? That's a crystal. Shall we go for it and see what happens? I need my wire cutters. see here. I might need my... That's a pretty thick metal. I think I need my big boys. So I want that over there. Okay. Well, it cut. Oh my goodness gracious. Whew. That is some very thick metal. All right, there we go. We'll take that off of there. And, or is that plastic? Things that make you say, Okay, so that's pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all. What a happy accident. I had no idea. I tell people all the time my greatest gift as a medium is I'm an idiot. But look. We can attach this here. Right? Look at that. This can be part of... Isn't that neat? Interesting. Does it seem too much for this journal? Can y'all see it? I really like it. I love it. Oh, all right, y'all. This is beautiful. This is the way 2021 is going to go. I'm telling you what. I know I'm in 2020 still, but seriously, I love the fact that I goofed up whilst trying to simply put this in, and I kept goofing up to where I had to secure it even more. And on that, because I had no idea I'd be adding this ribbon. There's no plan at all. Anyway, so that's it for today. Excuse me. I'm going to go jump in the shower and absolutely, let me move this out of the way and that out of the way so you can see the beauty of what we're doing. What? So happy. Let me know in the comments below how your creative process is working. Do you believe that you have a communication with your loved ones on the other side? Do you connect with your heavenly travelers? And do you believe that prayer is the most powerful tool in your toolbox? Because I do. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me here on the Heavenly Traveler on YouTube. Have a most beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you all. And as always, carry on.